Put the bunny back in the box.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Just be normal!
I'm gonna do what you all think I'm gonna do, which is just pull his mouth.
Get away from her, you.
Let me give you a British answer. It wasn't my cup of tea.
No more foreplay.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everyone. The Celluloid Cellar is officially into their third year running. This is an exciting time. I've jumped in ahead of Cameron. He's raging on the other side, but he is not in arm's range, so he can't punch me. Come and get me, bitch.
I wouldn't punch you at all.
No,
anyway.
no. We're
But
pacifists.
we are.
Peace to the people.
I was going to say I could easily throw this.
The battery.
The battery plug at you.
Yeah.
Not that I would.
No.
No. Oh, what's shocked me is that you said we're into our third year, and I was looking at you confused. But you're right. We're in our third calendar year.
Yes, our third calendar year. Obviously,
That's actually crazy.
That is crazy. Time flies when you're having so much fun. I don't even know what episode we're on now. Obviously, the episodes have slowed down a bit, but
we're in the late 30s, I believe, if not episode 40.
Yes, and this year we don't know what it will hold. Whether we will continue with the podcast, whether it goes to, whether we do one or two over Skype and stuff like that. But that's stuff we need to look into.
Yes, we will. Jack just announcing we're cancelling.
No,
we're
yes.
cancelling.
This is the last episode ever. Thank you all. Goodbye.
But thank you for joining us.
Yes,
we're Cameron and Jack. I'm Cameron.
I'm Jack.
And this is our third year. That's crazy nonsense.
It is. I mean, we did start at the end of 2024, so that's kind of.
We did. We had a good bit of pre-production where we were recording quite a lot of things before we released them as well. So, it is what it is. We're now going to be talking about something quite current, obviously not,
but I think it's
completely current because we could never be on time.
No, never. Fashionably late, always. But I think it's been a good. It's allowed us to have the time in which the box office has done its talking.
Yes, and we've had a nice gestation.
Yes,
a good Christmas break.
Yes, a good Christmas break. Did you have a lovely Christmas?
I had a wonderful, lovely Christmas. Did you?
Yes. With the first time with a little sprog. Yes, little baby.
I saw a card down that said, "Daddy, it's my first Christmas. Are you happy?"
Yes.
Yes.
And I got a lovely present from your parents that brought a small tear to my eye.
You did.
Yes.
I will say they were giving the snow globes out like it was nobody's business.
To be fair, great present.
We got one as well. Yeah.
Snow globe is an elite one because if you've got a bit of Christmas music playing, you do the snow globe, give it a shake. Oh,
yeah.
Play Home Alone vibes when you do it.
And just so you know, you can change the pictures out anytime you like, so you can change them as she grows.
Oh, that's nice.
That'd be nice and cute.
Yeah.
I think you could recreate both pictures until she's like 15 and you can
just hold
her.
God. Oh, dear. I don't think I'm going to be able to hold her when she's 15. She's already quite a stocky.
Well, she's going to be a powerlifter. I've already said this.
Yes,
she's going to be Olympic powerlifter champion.
That's, I think that's what her aunt has said anyway as well. She's already quite stocky. Yeah, yes. Should we get into film news quickly?
Yeah, we could do a bit of film news. We're going to be talking about, we'll do film news, there'll be time codes below, and then Spotify will auto-generate some. Yeah. They're annoying. They might be accurate, though. We'll do film news. We're going to talk about Avatar 3. We're going to give it a review.
And we're going to do a bit of the brief history.
We're going to do... It's not even that brief. Do you want to know how many pages it became?
8, 9?
Not that bad. I thought it would be just bullet points going through the history of the Avatar sequels and their delays. I thought it would be very short. It was 3.5 pages long.
Wow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
So we'll do that. We'll do a review. We'll do spoilers and non-spoilers. Depending on our times, we may talk about our favourite films of the year, or we may save that for next time. But we will have an install for you, another edition of
Cinema Snacks. Cinema Snacks, are they crunchy? Are they not? I've forgotten the words to the song, but there we go. Yes.
Snackety Snacks. Cinema Snacks.
Crunchy, if you crunch them.
Are they noisy? Are they quiet?
Do they crunch when you bite?
Tell them not musical at all.
Yes. So, film news. Hot off the press. Apparently, according to... some outlets, there's a Rush Hour 4 being made, which obviously is a classic kind of 90s
late
series,
90s
late
action
90s.
comedy,
Yeah.
90s, 2000s.
I think
Yeah.
Rush Hour 2 was the big one when it came out. I think that was a big one. Rush Hour 3 is awful. But I mean, it's going to be interesting because Jackie Chan is getting on a bit now.
He's got to be in his 70s, Jackie
yeah.
Chan. Definitely.
But yeah, be intrigued to see who is it McGee, the director?
McGee.
Who is not a good person, according to reports.
Is he not?
No, he was cancelled very much for.
You think it? No, Brett Ratner.
Brett Ratner.
Sorry, apologies,
yeah,
McGee.
McGee,
you're
sorry.
not a bad person. McGee's okay.
Yeah,
allegedly.
yeah,
Allegedly
yeah,
very
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. Sorry, McGee did
Charlie's Angels.
and
Terminator
Terminator,
Self-Fishing.
yes.
And The Babysitter.
Yes.
McGee's okay as far
McGee's
as I
okay.
know.
Sorry, Brett Ratner. I apologise. Yeah, Brett Ratner directed them. Obviously, did X-Men: Last Stand. But
Yes.
that is a bad person. But
Allegedly.
But we're in a society where these people are coming back.
Yes.
Through some reason or another. Others would say that it's due to the Orange Man in America.
Orange Man.
Yes.
Political climate of the Orange Man.
It's very. I've been listening to a lot of That's Politics at the moment.
The rest is politics.
The rest is
Yep.
politics. Sorry, yeah, that's definitely kind of your brain is a bit squished after listening to some of that stuff. It was
Yes.
it's a good little listen. It's very partisan.
I would
say.
I would give it a go if I had the time.
Yes, if I had the time, mainly because I've been, over the Christmas period when I've been off doing jobs around the house, because with a baby you hoover, and then 5 minutes later it's absolutely trashed again.
Has your Christmas been? Have you had relaxing at Christmas, or has it been all go?
It was all go for a few days because there's lots of family to see, and then it was kind of relaxing. But I would say it's never relaxing with a baby.
Yes.
So on to the onto further film news.
Yes.
Zootopia 2 made 1.4 billion.
It's made $1 billion, which is one of the only films of the year so far to do so.
Kind of went under the radar, I think, because I don't think it had tons and tons of fanfare.
This happened with Inside Out 2 as well.
It did.
Just snuck in and made 1.5 billion as one of the highest grossing films of all time. And I was like, good.
Yeah, good. But
and it was a good film.
Yeah, but it was.
But
I would say Lilo and Stitch had more kind of noise around it, but Zootopia 2 is kind of, or is it Zootropolis? I never know.
I can't remember. I can't remember which is the foreign one and which is the American one, and which one needs to be changed because of the theme park in France.
Yeah,
I can't remember which is which, Zootropolis or Zootopia.
But either way, I mean, good for Hollywood. That's a win for them. I believe it's Disney Animation's highest grossing film ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
According to the reports I've read.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's kind of good news. In other news, Hollywood's box office total for 2025 has been released. Do you know what they need financially to cover, keep themselves ticking over?
You told me this on a recent one. Is it 7 billion a year?
Nope, a little bit more.
9 billion?
9 billion.
Yes.
So they need 9 billion to tick over. That's kind of their. They made 8.9 billion by the end. So they're kind
just
of
under.
Yeah, they're just under.
Dipping into their savings.
Yeah, they're going to have to dip in for that cheeky 100 mil. So that is going to be, I mean, they could save that with, taking one of Robert Downey Jr.'s trailers away for the Doomsday, Avengers
They
Doomsday.
absolutely could.
Yeah.
The cast of that and what they're being paid
is astronomical.
Or the fact that if they wrote the script fully beforehand instead of writing it on the fly
and to film it twice.
Yeah, and adding more production dates onto it. Yeah, they could have saved that.
Yep. So there's that. That was kind of mostly it. Obviously, we've got some anticipated films of the year. I was just going to do this really quickly because, it's
go
a bit of
ahead.
film news. I was going to say my most anticipated films of the year coming 2026 are 28 Years Later. The Bone Temple. The Bone Temple. With Ralph Fiennes doing some weird dancing in front of a fire.
Yes.
I'm intrigued to see what that film is. Very, very intrigued. That's more of a not a real excitement, but more of a curiosity to see what that film becomes. To kind of see what is it. Nia DaCosta is
Nia DaCosta,
who unfortunately was kind of I think she was unfairly done over, I would say, by
With-
the Marvels.
Yes.
I don't think she had control of that film from what you read or hear.
No, I'm pretty sure she's even being very candid in saying,
Yeah.
like, I didn't direct
No,
half of this.
No.
Yeah.
I know that was being filmed for a long time because I know my uncle did some work on it in 2021, so it's kind of and it didn't come out for a while after that.
It had a bit of a redo, and obviously the
Yeah.
writers' strike and things like that. Oh, did
So-
it come out before the writers' strike?
I think it came out 2023. Writer's Strike was 24, wasn't it?
Writers' strike was 23.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. I looked it
Ah.
up today because it factors into Avatar.
There we go then. So that's one. Also, I think you can't go without saying the Odyssey.
Yes,
Is,
definitely.
I think I would say the most anticipated film of the year. I rewatched.
Troy?
No, that I still don't like Troy. Brad Pitt looks great in that though. I rewatched. What's it? Oppenheimer.
Did you like it this time?
I
or no?
didn't enjoy it again.
God's
I
sake.
think it's because it's so stressful throughout. I just couldn't.
I really love Oppenheimer, and I don't. Part of me doesn't want to like Nolan, and I don't know if it's a contrarian part of me. I don't know if it's that I still think he's definitely responsible for some deaths in the COVID pandemic with his Tenet stance, things like that. But I really loved Oppenheimer. I think it's brilliant.
I do.
But I understand if you don't like it as well.
I think my thing is I appreciate it and can see how good it is. And don't get me wrong, the scene where they test it is brilliant and stuff like that. But otherwise, yeah. But I'm very interested. I like the whole kind of Greek mythology. I think the Ralph Fiennes film, The Return, was an interesting kind of almost less mythical,
Less big budget,
yeah,
grounded
less-
version.
yeah,
of it,
grounded.
yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that's like. I want to see whether he goes for it fully in terms of bringing in, the Cyclops and the I can't remember what they call it. Is it the sirens or something? The mythical creatures.
Yeah. The ones who sing to lure him in.
And he obviously gets himself tied to a mast and is the only person to survive hearing it and all this kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that. And also, I yawn when I say this, but I am intrigued to see what happens with it because I think Disney and Marvel in particular are putting all their chips into one basket of
Endgame.
Doomsday.
What?
It is
It's Endgame 2, isn't it?
They might as well call it Endgame because it is
Yeah.
their Endgame. It is.
Yeah.
If this doesn't work, I would hate to know what the budget
I
is.
think they want to do I think they've even mentioned a whole universe reset anyway.
But the thing is,
after
all
this.
they're doing is they're saying Steve Rogers will return. If you haven't seen
Yeah.
that, then to me, it just seems like they've gone, well, we tried to renew stuff and it didn't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, you name it.
Is ScarJo coming
No,
back?
she's not back, but
Okay.
but we're going to get Robert Downey Jr. We're going to get him to do it for the next 20
It's
years.
so antithetical. If they were doing this, say, a full 10 years or 15 after
Yeah.
Endgame, and they were doing it more of a legacy sequel, like if they really waited for it
Yeah.
and they were doing it like a Star Wars Force Awakens, getting the band back together, Harrison Ford and things. But I've watched the Chris Hemsworth trailer. I've watched which I found more interesting than the Steve Rogers one because he's still currently in it though.
Yeah.
But he's also gone, I'm not wearing a wig again. Did you notice? Because he's got his nice, he's got his cool short hair back. Yeah.
Which I think is a better look, but there we go.
Oh yeah, he
think-
looks bloody brilliant. Yeah.
I just think it's going to be. I think it's going to be messy. I think it's going to be quite contrived. But I don't know. I enjoyed Fantastic Four: First Steps, and I think we'll see. There's still some life there, but
Yeah.
Um,
Unless you have a list of anticipated films of the year, I don't really know what's coming out yet. I've not looked. I've not prepped. I've been in an Avatar hole.
yeah, I think the only other thing I'd say is it's probably the quietest Oscar kind of run-up we've seen for a while.
I think I've had the thought whilst we've been talking, I think we could do our best of another time because I think we've missed quite a lot of the films that people have said are the best of the year.
Yeah.
Due to just various reasons.
Namely, Baby.
Namely Baby, but then just also like just other things.
Yeah.
We both saw the trailers for Mighty Supreme and went, we don't want to watch that.
No.
That looks rubbish. And then all the reviews have been glowing
they've been
for
saying
it.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
But,
we were just like,
it's-
we were like, I can't be bothered to watch him play ping pong,
No.
and it's meant to be fantastic. Yeah,
but it's, I don't know what it is. That and like, what's the Bob Dylan film he made?
Oh, A Complete Unknown.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's a slight on us, but I'm just,
Maybe.
there's no desire. To
No,
sit-
that's fair enough. Because like sometimes like I went and saw the Bruce Springsteen biopic, and like I love Springsteen and I
But
love
apparently
that
it's bad.
album. It's fine.
Yeah,
It was just nothing.
yeah.
Really, it's beautifully shot.
There does seem to be a theme at the moment where actors are like, I'm going to play a musician.
I'm gonna play a musician.
I'm just going to be,
Actors are the new rock stars, because like even though they're an actor and they're cool and they're famous, they still want to be that cool
Yeah.
rock star. Yeah.
But, yeah, I think, yeah. Have you watched anything over the Christmas period?
That is an excellent question. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters literally last night.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
Do you
Yeah.
know one person who? Now, I like to think once again. I don't want people to think I'm listening to the views of the what we describe as the right kind of.
Oh my
media.
goodness.
No, I tried to listen.
Adolf
to,
Hitler hated
Yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
No. I try to listen to kind of all kind of aspects to get that rounded view. So when we do come to talk,
Mhm.
I have kind of I can pick from different places and go, they like
Yeah.
this, they like this. So I saw the critical drinker, who is in many ways the most detestable kind of YouTuber you can hear, because he is
Yes.
quite a hateful person. But he actually said he enjoyed it.
Wow.
I know.
That's good.
Yeah, he said he actually enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's really fun and silly, and I think there's a bit in the middle where it gets really good, like cartoony slapstick
Yeah.
element. I think the animators are having an absolute ball of a time. When it first started, I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. It just
Yeah.
didn't hit me straight away, but then I sunk into it.
I bet they wish they had released that in cinemas.
Oh my God, they'd have made so much money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I've not watched much else. It's been a very, very busy Christmas. for
I
me.
watched the first Avatar again.
Did you?
Which I thoroughly enjoyed. I watched obviously Die
Yeah.
Hard. That is a must. I watched Die Hard
Mhm.
2, which I fell asleep in because it's boring.
Oh, I watched Miracle
Um,
on 34th Street.
The Richard Attenborough one.
The Dickie Attenborough one. Yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely. I've seen it 1.5 times this Christmas.
It's
Yeah.
delightful. What else did I watch? I watched Armageddon again because that's a must at Christmas.
Mhm.
Love it.
Armageddon at Christmas.
yeah,
Is there a
always.
Christmas scene in it?
No, but it's just that it gives me that Christmassy feel. I don't know why, because I think 'cause I first watched it then. I watched Speed.
Yeah.
I did the Nicolas Cage kind of marathon of The Rock.
You've had so much time in
I
it.
have. I watched Con Air.
Nice.
I watched what else did I watch?
Face Off?
No, I sorry, I did miss that one. I
That's
didn't
all right.
complete the trilogy. I rewatched Transformers, the first one. Which
Oh, I was gonna wait. I thought we would watch that together, but I'm really glad. I hope you liked it.
I love. It's genuinely. I know Michael Bay is, and there's some. It's definitely dated in some parts, but the first one definitely doesn't have the issues the second
Yeah.
one does. The first one is a brilliant blockbuster.
Yeah.
It is top tier blockbuster filmmaking. It is. Never have I got goosebumps with just trucks and cars driving down some road in New Mexico,
Yeah.
or Arizona or wherever they are, with the music going. I was just sat like, I want to fucking
And then
go
when
for a
like
run or
when
something.
the green Decepticon
Yeah.
smashes through that
Oh.
car on its roller skate legs.
It's just it's
I think I agree with you. I think we had a point. I think there was a really bad dirge
Yeah.
of blockbusters in the late 90s when it was like Godzilla, things like that. There was a
Armageddon,
really
which is
bad
great.
98 Godzilla.
No, Armageddon. I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there was like a bit of a bad era.
Yeah.
But I do think that late
Yeah.
2000s,
They
mid
weren't
to late
bad.
2000s, Transformers,
Yeah.
Star Trek 2009,
Great film.
really good film.
Yeah.
Like, because they're shot on film, they
Yeah.
look beautiful.
Yeah. The whole. I think Transformers is one of. And I will probably get hate for this saying this, but Michael Bay's thing is every shot is the best shot,
It's maximalist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's Bayhem.
and
Yeah.
it looks incredible. That film.
I can visualize shots of
Yeah.
it in my mind. Like, and I've
Yeah.
not seen it in probably 15 years,
Yeah.
if not longer.
It is, Yeah, it's just great. And the bit when Optimus Prime's like, I'm coming for you, you're like, oh, you go, son.
Oh, look, if we want to do a review of that at some
we
point,
need to do that.
absolutely
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
We definitely can.
And there was one other thing I watched was Nuremberg with
Oh, okay.
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is good in that film.
Rusty's all right.
Rusty's good in that. Remy Malek, actually, I thought was good.
Oh, okay.
And Leo
Woodall.
is, I mean, he's brilliant in stuff.
He's very good.
I would love him to be the new Bond. I think he'd be brilliant.
That's quite a good pick. That's quite
I
an
think
interesting
he'd be brilliant
pick.
in that role. But yeah, I thought it was very good, and I thought it was kind of quite measured in its kind of approach to the topic. There's in particular one scene where they're talking about obviously the topic itself is, you know, what they were being put on trial for was, you know, the worst kind of crimes against humanity we've ever seen. But there's not a point where Remy Malek he plays a psychiatrist basically. They're arguing about what they did and stuff like that, and Russell Crowe's character is saying, yeah, but what about Hiroshima and stuff? And Remy Malek's character goes, yeah, but that was just collateral damage and the thing for world peace. And then there's a moment, there's like a beat, and you go, oh. And it was quite good in that sense that it asks those questions of actually, none of it was, you know, justifiable in you know, it's I think it was like that. It wasn't glorifying anything. And there's one scene where it's, you know, it's not a spoiler to say that they obviously executed people at the end of it. And there's an incredibly harrowing scene towards the end that I watched, and I was like, oh wow. It's that one scene at the end. If anyone's seen it, I'm pretty sure you'd know what the scene is. But yeah, it kind of stuck with me.
It's lingered.
After I watched it. Yeah, it was one of those where it lingered. Like the film itself was quite. It's not perfect. I'd say it was a solid 3 stars. But there's one scene in particular at the end that I was like, oh my gosh, that was quite. But yeah, it was kind of old school kind of filmmaking. You know, something that if it had been shot in the 60s and 70s would probably be much more. America's so great, but now we've had that time. You can kind of
something I could watch with my dad.
Yeah, no, I think, something like your parents would enjoy, and your grandparents would probably watch it and be like, oh, yeah, it was actually quite good. And Remy Malek, once again, is quite good in it. I think I'm turning my view on him as...
Maybe he's okay in side roles.
He's the lead in that.
He's the lead as the psychologist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Amateur. Just so nothing. Just such a nothing film. Anyway, is there anything else that you watched or want to talk about, or are you ready to get into the timeline
I
of
finished
Avatar?
Stranger Things. I know you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen any of season 5, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember, I think I checked out at the end of series 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think the end of series 3 was kind of, I remember I'd finished a day on set and I went back to where I was staying at the time because I was in Cardiff. I wasn't at home. And I watched it and it's quite an emotional end to the series. And I thought, this is good. But I think series 4 for me was near. Series 5 is.
I liked 4, but it was
not.
Just so long ago that the impact. I don't have the drive or the need to watch it as well.
And I think some of the scenes in it where the characters are so much older now, it doesn't have the same impact.
Well,
and
I saw the thumbnail last night, and I was like, with my girlfriend, and I was like, look at Finn Wolfhard. He's an adult man. Look at those cheekbones. And I was like, look at Millie Bobby Brown's lip filler.
I think her and her partner have
they've adopted a kid.
Yeah, she's a mother now.
Yeah.
Like, what on... But there we go. I don't know. It's like they show... There's a couple of bits where they show a flashback to her younger self. And you're like, they've taken far too long to do this. But I still stand by they should have kept it at the miniseries they did.
Yeah.
It should have stayed at that. Series 2 was all right, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was too much of a cash cow for them. But they did need to... I understand, writing this thing takes time and... getting these schedules, but if you're already throwing so much money at it that it's the most expensive TV show ever made, you can also throw money at it to make it the priority for everyone's schedule.
I couldn't even say you can see where the money is in it though as much.
Can you not? Are you
I
sure?
don't really think. I mean,
Is it just on the green screen and the visual effects? Yeah.
I think it just looked a bit. I think the first series looked like it had some texture to it and a bit of it had a tactile feel to it.
Yeah.
Whereas what we'll get onto in Avatar, I think, is probably one of the things about it, and something it does do well at times and other times not. But it looks 2D. It looks flat.
Yes. Someone has done, I'll search the name when we're talking in a bit, but they've done a really good video essay on I think they called it like either haptic or it was similar to tactile, but it was a difference in cinematography and filmmaking where like modern sensibilities are very clean and other things were dirty. And he uses Sorcerer, one of your favorites, as a bit of an example. And he talks about like how even if things like Jurassic World Rebirth is shot on film, it's just shot so brightly.
And it's
lots of things are actually quite dull, but it's like it's very bright and there's no contrast. Like there's no like shades. There's no one like Angelina Jolie and Jonathan Bailey. Neither of them are sweating, whereas he's got Roy Schneider's face in Sorcerer, and it's like it's covered in sweat and grime. Like people were just sweating in movies all the time.
Look at like
it was
Jaws,
beautiful.
which I know we talk about all the time, but Jaws, you can smell what Robert Shaw must have smelt like.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. I think it's that, what we've spoken about how actors don't look older anymore and stuff like that. And, I know that's a whole different topic, but, Robert Shaw's up there with his, receding hairline.
Yeah.
All these, I don't know.
Ugly Men.
Yeah.
I watched the Holdovers. I watched the Holdovers with my parents.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Really good.
I really like the Holdovers.
Brilliant.
I think it's,
Ugly Men.
Yes.
Skinny weird boys.
Paul Giamatti. I mean, you're basically talking about Stranger Things with David Harbour and Finn Wolfhard. But
Also, would you say that film, that it's shot on film?
looks like it is.
It was an Arri. It was an Arri Alexa, and they just post-processed it.
Wow.
It's the best fake film look I've ever seen. I was dead certain it was shot on 35mm.
But they're the kind of films that, I wish we had more of.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really great.
Talking about stuff like that really quickly before we move on. It got dark outside real quick.
It has got dark outside.
Metropolis. Read it again.
Yes.
I sent you the article. There's an article
You
in
did,
the...
I did read it.
The
Guardian,
The Guardian, yeah. Kind of talking about how it's kind of taken on a second life in terms of it's not been released widely on a lot of stuff.
No, it was on video on demand for rent and buy for a while, but then it disappeared. It never found a streaming home like Prime or Netflix.
No, and Francis Ford Coppola is kind of trying to basically spend his time now showing the film at screenings and discussing it as a artistic kind of...
He's doing 2-hour lectures.
Yeah.
Talking about the merits and his goals.
Yeah, and saying it's an artistic kind of experience as opposed to a film experience. And trying to... Apparently he's going to release a longer director's cut, and there will then be a documentary. Now, everything I've just said, I don't believe. I think it is just a failed film. And I think a director's cut would be even more...
Well,
I think the documentary would be much more interesting.
I think the documentary would be interesting, yeah.
I would love to see the documentary.
Because the documentary sounds fascinating. It's called Megadoc.
Yeah.
I can't remember who's going to be making it. But the idea of a director's cut, the article even points this out. It's like, what the hell did we watch then?
Yeah.
If this is your $120 million passion project that you have self-financed because no one else could do it, and you're producer, editor, writer, director.
You've had control over everything. What
can you decide? Yeah. Like, unless when it got picked up by, was it Lionsgate?
Yeah, Lionsgate.
Unless when it got picked up by Lionsgate, they were like, you've got to make some cuts. But I'm pretty sure they bloody didn't, because it was god-awful.
Yeah, it was... Yeah. I think he's trying to make it like Apocalypse Now, and a film that will be kind of seen differently in 20 years' time.
Yeah, trying to revitalise it in a way.
I struggle to see.
But he's doing it while he's alive. Yeah. Well, look, I hope he makes his money back, because he's clearly.
I think
broke.
he's got a lot of a lot of little screenings to do to
Yeah,
get
he
that money
does.
back.
He's doing a Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, he is. We still need to go and see a Tommy Wiseau screening.
We do. Well, I went and saw Big Shark this year again, which was fantastic. Shall we get on to Avatar?
So, Avatar Fire and Ash has been released. It came out on the 19th of December.
Yeah, the 19th or the 17th.
2025.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
And it is James Cameron's third in the Avatar series, the third film in 16 years. Nothing like keeping us waiting. It continues to tell the story of, I've forgotten his name,
Jake Sully,
and his kind of family,
Natiri, and the kids.
Yeah,
there's Kiri, which is Sigourney Weaver. Spider. They're both adopted.
Yeah.
Then there's Took, which is the young girl. Yeah. And then there's two boys, which I don't know the name of, and one of them's now dead.
Yes.
Spoilers.
I think
for The Way of Water.
Yeah. I think kind of everyone's seen Avatar, the first one. A lot of people have seen Avatar 2. They're two of the highest gross. They're both in the top 3 highest grossing films ever made.
Yes, they are.
With Endgame sandwiched in between. A lot of the noise coming out beforehand was quite negative, I'd say, saying the film industry's dying. This film cost $400 million or whatever it was. It needs to make roughly $1 billion back to cut its losses. People are saying it's not going to make its money back. There's no noise around it coming out. I'll admit I was quite uninterested when it was coming out as well. It's a series that I feel like if it had come out in 2014, 15, 16, would have had a lot more hype. I know there was a lot of talk about Avatar 2 back in...
those years.
Yeah, those years, you know, 2010, 11, 12, 13, there was, you know, people always talking about it. Never thought they'd come out. Finally, they brought them out. They were still very successful. And we will get onto in a bit how much money this film has made and is projected to continue to make when you consider how much it's made already in 2 weeks. It's quite impressive.
I think that goes to show that these are films that... while people on the internet can talk about, and I do have a note of this down, people on the internet can talk about like it having no cultural impact, the first film and things like that, and it is just like it's like this one-off blockbuster, but it's not, because the second one's already proven that it's not. The third is continuing the trend to show that there's not that buzz online, it doesn't have that rabid fan base, but the general population knows that Avatar as a franchise is a good time at the cinema.
Yeah, I think
like,
so. And I think
that's it.
You look at James Cameron's history, and I controversially, other than my favourite films of his, the first Terminator and The Abyss, and Aliens, obviously, but I see that as slightly different. But yeah, I think he's a filmmaker that knows exactly what he wants.
Yes.
He is apparently a tyrant on film sets.
Can imagine.
But I think he knows exactly what he wants from stuff. Allegedly came up with the idea many, many years ago, but the technology wasn't there. But anyway, Avatar Fire and Ash.
Do you want to do review or timeline first, or which
let's
way
do
do you
review
want to do?
first. I think because review we can keep kind of... I think the review itself won't be as long as the discussion around it.
The timeline.
Yes.
You've already done quite a good succinct idea of like saying how long it's been since the sequels were first discussed.
Yeah.
So yes, it's been a while. The timeline will take quite a significant chunk. So we'll do our thoughts. We'll do non-spoilers. Yeah. Then shall we do spoilers, and then we'll do the road to get here?
Yeah, we'll do a brief kind of non-spoiler one, and then kind of go into. So I would say if you've seen Avatar: Way of Water, this film is very much similar. The film itself kind of follows the same pattern. The storyline is slightly different. Yeah. My review is quite short for it because I would say it's a brilliant spectacle, but it could be 45 minutes shorter. This film is 3 hours and
17, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's too long.
It is too long. I think specifically the end.
Yeah.
I won't go into spoilers of what it is, but I've put that the end feels so rushed, which is so bizarre for a film so long. Yeah. It doesn't feel completely resolved. And he's also been saying that these Way of Water and Fire and Ash work as a duo.
Yeah,
And the
I
next
agree.
two, they do,
but
I was expecting a full resolution, but there isn't one, and it's just a repeat of the end of The Way of Water. Really,
I think if you had the two films in cinema screens side by side, and you switched the number of the screen, and you went to the toilet and came back and went into the end of Way of Water and the end of Fire and Ash, you'd be like, which kind of this is
You'd
confusing.
be a little confused
because it's the same characters in the same place, on the same ship, like you.
And you just swap out a couple of different things about it. Like I do have, it seemed, and then the resolution with like the characters that you've been spending the most emotional time with afterwards is so rushed over. And it just to the point where it looked like the shots were speed ramped at the end. And I know they have higher frame rate in some sequences on this. They have 48 FPS for some sequences, but he's done something else to it. I don't know the name of the specific technology, but he's done something else to it so that it doesn't look like a soap opera like The Hobbit did. So that's managed to go well, because we're normally quite hot on things
I didn't think it looked like that. The Hobbit I can't watch.
No, The Hobbit's gross.
I can't watch that. I loathe those films with a passion.
And I can't stand when anyone... And he's gone back and done that to The Lord of the Rings. He's gone and changed the Lord of the Rings frame rate.
What an idiot.
And I can't stand when people have motions moving on their TV.
No, I know. Anytime I've got it on,
oh my God.
Get that shit off.
It looks cheap. It looks like a soap opera, because that's what my brain's been told to do. And I understand not everyone's going to see it. I do get that. We're nerds.
Now I do. Ever since you mentioned it, I see it and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but I can't. It just hurts my brain so much. But this film, I was having a good time.
Yeah.
I think it's by far the worst of the Avatar films, but it's definitely not the worst film we've seen this year.
No.
By miles.
It's like a strong 3, I'd say, this film.
I was going to say it does end up being a 3, which feels rude in a way, but it's also completely fair.
I would say Way of Water is a 3 as well. I'd say the first one's a 4.
I would have said Way of Water might be a 4. I think
one's a 4.
One's definitely a 4. Maybe even it's so perfectly done, it's maybe a 5.
Yeah, I think what's going for this film, Stephen Lang.
I've got that down.
What a guy.
Brilliant.
I listened to, he did a podcast with Men's Health, and he's 73 now.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about kind of masculinity and how in the first one, he was this kind of macho, big character. And he said he's... this is kind of going on a bit of a tangent, but he was talking about, modern day masculinity and how he can still be tough and how he likes toughness and stuff like that, but how it's changing and things like that. And how the old school kind of idea that, men, and stuff like that, that's kind of changing, and how he's very aware and heightened to those kind of things, especially with having kids of his own and things like that. I just thought, as a bloke, I wish he was in more stuff, because also he has got the best voice.
Yeah.
I think he's up there with someone like Ian, what's the guy from Game of Thrones? Not Ian Holm. Ian
Glenn?
Ian Glenn, yeah, he's got an incredible voice. But he's I forgot his name now.
Sir Davos?
No.
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang,
Yep.
yeah. He does the audiobook for Arnold Schwarzenegger's biography.
Does he?
It is honestly the best listen.
Oh my goodness. What, the Total Recall one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
The way he says the word bricks. I don't know. Yeah, bricks. It's so good. But yeah, I would watch anything with Stephen. Well, no, not anything, because he's been in some crap. But Stephen Lang in this film,
I think he's great in this, and considering where his character starts in Avatar 1, as just a soldier man, the evolution into this film, how charismatic he is, how charming he is, and he does shine through the digital makeup and the prosthetics that are there. He is by far the best performance in the film. I mean, Zoe Saldana's great, but
Zoe Saldana's
I think she's
underused.
She's just given it dirty by the script.
Yeah.
Natiri's just become this absolute screaming wreck of a woman, like,
and almost kind of, but then becomes almost like a superhero towards the end. And can like is almost indefeatable.
It's really strange. Like
she's the star of the first film.
And I understand she's riddled with grief and stuff in this, but they've not done her well for a film that took 4 years to write, along with the other ones. They could have had some rewrites on parts of this.
I think the highlights are Zoe Saldana,
Stephen Lang.
I don't know why Kate Winslet is in this.
No.
I don't know why she's in this.
We'll come back to her in spoilers at one point.
I don't know why her character...
I'll come back to it in spoilers.
I don't know.
I've got down for other actors.
Yeah.
I need to remember her. I'll get back to that. But Jackson Champion, who is Spider.
Yeah.
I thought he was someone that I didn't really like so much in the first film. I found it like a little bit irritating, a little bit like a lighter version of John Connor in T2 that wasn't like quite selling. But I thought that his character in this film and his portrayal, obviously they shot these back to back or even simultaneously at times. I thought he was so much more. He was a much stronger character. He holds a lot of emotional weight at points in this, and he is charming. I do think he is charismatic, and you do end up like falling for him. And he's just solid as well. Like he's physically so much smaller, and compared to all of the Na'vi, he is not as powerful as them. But in his heart, he is. Like he shows that he has like the spirit of them, which I guess is what the whole first film is about, and what this is about as well. And in the end, that's why he can be accepted by them, because he embraces them and they should embrace him too. I thought he did really well, whereas I did find him like a little bit annoying, like roaming around in the first one. But
I think there's
I thought
in
it was
Way of Water, and there's that weird scene where he's like got the screen on him, and that's odd.
Yes,
I saw a shot of that. I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. I think Sam Worthington's fine in it. He's,
I've put Jake Sully as such a bad dad.
Yeah, he is.
Jake Sully is the worst dad. I feel like they've really... I understand, like, that they're both grieving, because the end of the last film is one of the sons that we can't remember the names of dies.
Yeah.
One of the bros, who just call each other bros, is dead. And I understand that they're both grieving, but I feel like there's like some stuff with Jake that I'm like, I understand it.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff that I'm like, he's just actually such a knob.
Yeah.
Like
he's definitely got a lot of baggage that he doesn't let go of.
Yeah. I don't think anyone does a bad job performance wise.
Yeah.
But they are, I don't think they're always the best or so nicely written.
No. I think the actress who plays kind of one of the villains.
She's Chaplin. What's her first name?
I've forgotten her name.
Is it Una Chaplin?
Yes.
Is it Una?
I think so.
Let me double check.
Because that's Charlie Chaplin's great-granddaughter.
I believe so.
Granddaughter.
Yeah.
Better known for playing Rob Stark's wife in...
Oh, her!
Thrones. Yes. She's brilliant in the film.
She is.
Plays the villain. I will say
The Ash Tribe.
this film is showing how horny James Cameron is.
There's his favorite scene that he fought to keep it. Did you know that?
No.
It's a horny drug scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely grown up with the audience, shall we say, this film.
There's a lot of mature stuff in there, which I did actually really appreciate being in a blockbuster, because I do think a lot of like Marvel and other things get so Superman was not sanitized. Superman dealt with things a little bit more, but there was a lot in this that was quite mature and complex, and I do think they got away with more because they are big and blue, and we can go into the specifics in spoilers.
I'm just going to open the window quickly.
It is warm. I was going to pop my jumper off at some point, but I can vamp while you're opening the window. So the villain tribe who are there, led by Una Chaplin as, I don't know, evil Na'vi, whatever her name is, are called the Ash. They're pretty creepy, but they are questionably portrayed as well at points. It is a little bit of it feels dated. If they weren't blue people, even as blue people, they are a bit...
I saw an interview where James Cameron tries to kind of talk about that, and he said that
Right.
the whole idea of it being kind of cultural appropriation of Native American kind of
They
characteristics.
felt like a
and-
mix of like Native American and then like African tribes
Yeah,
as well.
And he
yeah.
said it. He said it was a kind of a touchstone and kind of an influence on it, and
Yeah.
not trying to be a contrived thing. But there was a scene in particular, kind of where they're like they get a gun for the first time.
Yes.
The Navi tribe,
The Ash.
and
Yeah.
the Ash, and it's very kind of. I think we both sat there and were like,
Every time.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's even a line that they get told by their leader to stand up straight at one point, because they're always like squatting with their arms out and they're being very spindly. It felt quite archaic.
Yeah, it felt like
In a
we're going
way.
back to the days of like the Zulu films and stuff like
Yes,
that. And
it
you're a
did.
bit like,
Yeah.
"Nyeh."
Felt like watching Live and Let Die.
Yeah,
is what it felt
it's,
like.
It's
yeah.
a bit like, if this had come out like in 2005, maybe, but now we're kind of a little bit more. It's one of those. I don't think you can't do it, but you just have to be very, very careful the line you tread in terms of it not being exploitative and it being respectful.
Well, it's a question of like, you've now got actually quite a lot of white actors who are all because of like when you first cast the first one, like you had a lot of not white actors. You had a lot of.
Well, they're filmed in New Zealand, aren't they?
They're filmed in New Zealand, but like you had lots of people doing like these accents, and now it's like Kate Winslet's doing one of these accents.
Yeah, we spoke about that, and we said, can Kate Winslet do that?
Is she allowed to do the accent?
Because it's definitely a kind of developing world accent is what
because I
would say.
believe Zoe Saldana is Dominican. I will double check so that I don't do a crime. But it's like Zoe Saldana can do an accent.
Yeah,
I
don't know. It's one of those. I think that's kind of a conversation for, we're both sat here as English
white men.
Yeah, white men. So I don't think that's kind of. We can have our thoughts and feelings, but it's not us that's kind of the people that would be offended by that.
Well, this is just telling me that Zoe Saldana is just pure American, but I thought she had. Let me just double check. I thought she either grew up in Dominican Republic for some time. Yeah, her parents are. One parent is Dominican and the other is half Dominican and half Puerto Rican. Because I knew she spoke Spanish.
Yeah,
as
obviously,
well.
'cause she's in. What did she win the Oscar for?
Amelia Perez.
Yes, the film that is being
Rhinoplasty, genoplasty.
I still haven't seen it.
It's a funny time. It's actually half of it's really great.
Yeah.
And the other half is a nightmare.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give it a watch.
I think it would be a good like fun watch with a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those films that first popped up on Netflix all the time and
Yeah.
it's very quickly gone away from the algorithm.
Yes, after the hate crimes of
Yes.
Amelia Perez herself.
Yes.
I think you may not like it. I'm not sure.
Maybe I'll watch Sweeney Todd, Dean, Barbara Fleet Street again instead. For
that
my
may
musical.
be good.
But that's got Johnny Depp. in it, so, yeah.
Anything else on
No.
before we get into spoilers? I've got.
Why is David Thewlis in this film in that role that he's in for like 2 minutes?
Is that David Thewlis?
You know the like flying Navi tribe,
Yeah.
the traders. The lead guy is David.
Was that
Thewlis.
David Thewlis?
Yes.
Just, I mean, he can afford to get David Thewlis.
Yeah, if you can afford to get David Thewlis, not showing his face and.
But he's got Kate Winslet, Oscar winner Kate Winslet, not showing her face as well. So he can get David Thewlis.
And in a role that I would say doesn't really have much to do.
Yeah, will he even be back in 4 and 5? Who knows?
Well, they'll be making 4 and 5 now. So
I want to say a couple of things I like before I go. Or do you have something?
No. I'm pretty much done on it.
I will say the attack of the Ash.
Yeah, that's
the
brilliant.
first one is brilliant, and I think the chase sequence that follows it is fantastic. I do think the action still all holds up.
Yeah.
We have to give massive props to Weta.
Yeah.
Who did all of the digital effects on this.
Yes.
The integration at times is just completely flawless.
Oh
like,
yeah, you can see why it takes so long to make.
like Spider just being in a room or out there with anyone. The water alone, that's not fucking real water. It's all.
No, they film it in water.
No, they film it in water.
Yeah, but it's not real water. Yeah,
but then they like CG replace everything, like all the water, like all around it. It's just the work that they're doing is just mind blowing. I don't think there's anything that hits quite the same as like Way of Water did. There was like that.
Yeah.
There was that backlit or the sunset shot of them fishing in the Way of Water. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
There's
Way of Water looks beautiful.
There's nothing that hits quite like that in like that. Just seeing the beauty of the world. There's a subplot with the whales in this that we just don't need.
Yeah.
I guess it sets up the end.
Who's
but
putting did you see the whale's got like a like cloth on it?
yeah, they have earrings as well.
Yeah. Who the hell is putting that?
I guess Kate
whales aren't-
Winslet.
Well, that's a big old cloth. Like,
You can't do that when you're pregnant. You
Yeah.
can't lift that cloth when you're pregnant. She's a strong lady. She can.
Yes.
She can do whatever.
But like what? I just don't understand what the like. How are they? I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure. I mean, this is a film in which, when we get into spoilers, there's one scene in particular that we looked at each other and went, "They went for it."
They did go for it.
Yeah.
In a few scenes, they really did go
Have you
for
got
it.
anything else already for stars?
I think the first scene really does not help it at all. Where they're flying the dead. I was like, that brother's dead. And then he's like, I'm a ghost, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, I love you, bro. I can't come back with you, bro. I'm a ghost, bro. Oh, shit, bro. That sucks, bro. Like, it took 4 years and all they can do is just call each other bro. And they're still so uninterchangeable that we don't know who they are.
And they're just dull characters.
They're so dull. The sons are so dull.
Yeah. Good with that, man.
You can really do without them. Like, I think Kiri's... Oh, Sigourney Weaver, we need to give a shout out for.
Yeah,
She plays a teenager bloody well.
Yeah, she does. I mean, they did film it about 18 years ago.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
yeah.
Heaven forbid what's going to happen in the sequels.
Yeah.
Kiri, you've got a walking stick all of a sudden.
Yeah,
No!
No!
It was the will of Ewa.
No, Sigourney Weaver is very good at kind of playing a teenager in this film.
Yeah,
That
she is.
kind of, I'll give her the kudos, but I think it was definitely filmed. You look at like Stephen Lang in the making of it, and then you look at him now.
At the premiere.
Yeah, and he's clearly a lot kind of.
He's very old.
Yeah, he's
It's
aged quite a bit. I
Yeah.
think don't think they will be able to utilize certain actors in
No.
the same way again.
Because, like, that's also the age when you're like, when you start late 60s into early 70s. And
Yeah.
this is a generalization. It's not for
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
But that's when you're like, your voice will change slightly a little bit.
I think you look at even the likes of people like, I'm trying to think
Brad
of
Pitt?
actors. Yeah, well, Brad Pitt still looks great for his
They
age.
still look great.
But you
yeah.
look at like Sean Penn, he's definitely aged a lot more in
Yeah.
the last kind of, you look at him 10 years ago to now. I think you
Yeah.
get to a certain point. I think it's men, I believe they age at 42 and like specifically,
Okay.
a generalization,
Yeah.
you age quite a bit at like certain key points. So like, I think 42 is one of them, and then it's like 60
Yeah.
something. I've got that wrong, but there's definitely ages where you age more.
I thought of another one.
Yeah.
Rusty. Russell
Yeah.
Crowe. Like
Yeah.
Russell Crowe, like Man of Steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can still be a trim dude.
Yeah.
Like he's okay. Like he's not the slimmest, but
No.
he's an adult man.
Yeah.
But then like there's the point where like the metabolism goes and also
Yeah.
the will, the mental will
Yes.
goes. And like Stephen Lang's not a big guy.
No, it was.
But it's like he's not going to be able to build that muscle as
No,
much. Your
no, you
body
look at him
starts
in-
changing.
in
Yeah.
Avatar, well, no, I mean it's changing now with TRT.
Oh, of
Testosterone
course.
replacement treatment. But
Oh my goodness, of course.
Yeah, that's what Joe Rogan. But yeah, it's I'm intrigued to see. Not us being ageist in any way, shape, or
No.
form. I think it's more of a kind of practical thing.
Well,
of-
sometimes it's just biology, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and
But there
it's-
are those things to get around it.
Yeah, and
I was
there's
gonna say-
insurance and stuff like that, and kind of being able to do those kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
what if Rusty's now on Ozempic?
No, he did. I saw a clip. He was talking. I can't remember who he was talking to. someone, and he was saying that he's now trying to be healthier again.
Oh, that's
So
good.
he's trying to, but yeah, he's a funny bloke. He is, Russell Crowe.
Well, maybe this is very much a tangent. I saw one of our old teachers.
Yes.
Did I tell you about this?
No.
I saw one of our old teachers.
Yeah.
I'll bleep it out. Their names, and they were always larger.
Yes.
They've either done really well and
Yes.
looked after themselves, or they've had one of these drugs.
Yeah.
When I saw them, because they've just slimmed down completely.
Yeah. It's funny how people can kind of flip a switch sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I don't, and I'm not. This isn't me saying like, they've taken the drugs as if it's a bad thing. If that's going to get you healthy, if that's going to get you to a way that means that you're going to live longer and you're going to see your kids grow up and you're going to have a happy life, good for you.
Yeah.
Like, as long as there aren't side effects.
It's
like,
a practicality thing as well, isn't it? We've all kind of, anytime anyone looks after yourself a bit better, you kind of feel better in yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, when it's like anything, like if you get up in the morning, make your bed, brush your teeth, do your hair, make you smell nice, you know, you got good breath, you are naturally gonna, go along in your day feeling better.
Exactly.
You're going to be more likely to speak to people. You're going to be like, I know full well there are times in the summer when it's hot. I'm a sweaty man. Like,
I'm a sweaty man.
Yeah, like I will get hot quite easily. I could sweat in a freezer. It's and I've got, oh dear, the pits are going a bit. I will actively avoid speaking to people because I'm conscious of that. It's all those things of like, you will. I think it's that thing of, if you set yourself up to win, you will kind of continue with that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that's why, when we have like the Christmas break and that, everyone just goes full beans on the slobbery because you wake up, you haven't got to go to work, you don't brush your teeth till lunchtime, you don't see anyone, you're just like, and you're just chilling, and it comes to 1st of January and you go, oh shit.
Yeah, but I'm going skiing, and I was like, I need to get like in good shape for skiing, because otherwise I'm going to be a wreck, because I haven't been in years. But have I done anything over Christmas?
Your quads absolutely crumble.
That's what I've got to practice. I've been doing cycling and things for them, so getting ready. But last time I went, I was like peak fitness. Yeah. And now I'm absolutely not.
I think your peak, my peak fitness to now was definitely
You're just strong as, aren't you?
Well, I say, like, I mean, if anyone's seen me, but I think 2026 is the year to definitely, I think having a child, this is now Celluloid Cinema's health podcast.
Yes.
I think having a child, you definitely do realise, I think I have kind of gone, okay, not to be one of those people that goes, new year, new me, because, it's just another day. But I definitely think it's going to be a year in terms of trying to make the healthy choices, because as we know, there are, there's the old ticker issues in the family and a bit of high blood pressure.
Yes. Well, yes. I already know. Like, I'm going to be. My dad and all his brothers are on statins, so I'm heading that way.
Statins?
It lowers the cholesterol.
Ah, yes.
So I'll be able to eat anything once I'm on the statins.
I think it's that thing of like, literally, it is so simplistic when you come to it. Eat less, move more.
Exactly.
Everything in moderation.
And as I was saying, if you need something to help you to get to that point, as long as it's legal and safe and a doctor checks it, good.
If it comes in a syringe and you put it in your ass, in the bum cheek, then maybe.
If you're getting it off the dark web, going in finding something like that,
testosterone,
Yeah, if you're doing HGH, that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth, allegedly.
Yeah. If you're doing creatine, that's very good for you.
I didn't realise it's actually good for your...
it's good for your brain.
Yeah, good for your brain. There's ex-rugby player, Wales captain Sam Wolverton was talking about it, and he was saying that he actually recommends to his grandparents to take it because it is good for your brain...
Mental cognition.
Yeah, mental cognition. And I do find if I take it in the day, I'm much more... But the only problem is it makes me need to go to the toilet sometimes.
Wee-wee or poo-poo?
Yes, wee-wee.
Okay.
Yes. You take too much and it does make you poo-poo.
Yes, yeah. If you don't have it for a while,
Yeah.
I need to just take it consistently. I've told myself I can't buy gummies until I finish my bag of powder.
I don't like the gummies.
I don't like the powder because I just don't take it. It doesn't work with how my brain works. I do it in my squash, but I don't remember to do it every day
Yeah.
because it's not there in front of me. Whereas gummies, I go, oh, little chewy treat, and I can eat it easily because I'm a child.
It costs like 5 times the
I
price.
know what it does. I know,
Hmm.
but I can't do it. So I have one final thing.
Back to the podcast.
But back to the main bit. You have mentioned as a father.
Yes.
How do you feel about the child treatment in this film at times? Or should we save that for spoilers?
The older characters, there is one scene where there is a baby, what's they called again? Navi,
Yeah.
that was having a little cry. And I will admit, I had a little kind of, ooh. And, I think the one thing I'll say is, since having a baby, hearing babies cry, your brain definitely is in a different mindset of, you're like, oh, okay, are they okay? It's definitely different, but I don't think anything major.
There were 2 scenes with the adolescents in particular that I think got me, and I was like, and one of them I was like, really quite near emotion.
I think that worked for you better than it worked for me.
Yes.
Yeah. The scene in particular. We'll get onto that in spoilers. Let's do
yes.
that. So my star's 3.
I think I'm
Strong
going to go
3.
3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at one point tempted with 4, but I think it's going to be a 3.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Spoilers or box office or blah, 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 blah.
Let's do quick spoilers.
Spoilers?
Yeah, spoilers. Keep it to 10 minutes.
Yes.
So there is a scene. Basically, the film is a retread of Way of Water.
Basically.
They start in the same. They end in the same place they started.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's. Do you need a bottle opener?
I have one of my keys. Sorry.
lovely.
We're cracking
No, that's okay.
open.
We're cracking
in the
open.
spoiler section. It's
Yes.
adult time.
The.
Wait, no, my keys are in my thingy. I don't have one.
I've got a bottle.
I thought it was in my coat. Well, the scene in particular, I was going to open it for both of us. That's all right. Where have I put my keys? This is good audio. This is good radio. The scene in particular that got me choked up is when Spider is on his knees. He has been made by the power of Aowa and Kiri to be able to breathe on the planet. So the humans want to test him and figure out what he's doing. Jesus, that's a big bottle opener.
Yes,
I could kill a man.
So this bottle opener, I've got. Sorry, we just have to be a little bit more quiet now because baby is asleep in the room next door.
Oh,
we can still record, but we just have to be on the quieter podcast.
Whispering.
Yes, not whispering. This is ASMR.
That's not a time to
podcast now.
open the Norcots, is it?
Yes, it is.
Norcots cherry cider.
But yes, the.
Thank you, darling.
Sorry, this
yes.
bottle opener. Yes, it is. So, my great, I believe it's 2-time great or 3, I don't know. A family member owned a pub locally to where we live.
Yes.
They owned a
Get ready for a beep.
yes, an establishment locally to us. And this bottle opener was one that they had on the bar, and it was what they opened bottles with. It is around 110 years old.
That's crazy.
And you can see how old it is because it's worn down.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is.
It's
They didn't know how to make things slim then, I guess. That's the
allegedly it's made from an old tool in a railway factory.
I was going to say it looks like
Yeah.
a spanner or a wrench.
Yeah,
That would make sense.
Yeah, so that's kind of a family heirloom.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Anyway, I was talking about when Jake Sully was going to kill Spider.
Yeah, it worked for you. I think I understand.
It was when he called him Dad.
Yeah.
That really got me.
It didn't get me. I don't know if it's because I don't know. I really wanted it to work, but it didn't really work for me as much. But yeah, it's definitely an emotional scene. I just think, and don't get me wrong, I understood the kind of what it was trying to do and stuff like that. But I think it, it didn't maybe work as well for me.
Yeah. I thought he did a really great job in that scene, Jack Champion, and Sam Worthington as well.
I genuinely think Sam Worthington is an underrated actor because, like, you see him in like Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
I think he's brilliant in that, and what he's doing with his facial expressions and stuff in the film, because a lot of it is very big expressions, very big. I think is good. I do think he's kind of was kind of lost in the film.
Yeah.
In terms of, I think the spectacle around it was much bigger. But I think it is needed. And if Matt Damon had taken the role like James Cameron wanted him for Jake Sully, I think it wouldn't have worked as well because that's Matt Damon.
Maybe, yeah. I do think the sequels would have been made quicker if it was Matt Damon.
Yeah, I do think
100%.
so. Because I don't think they'd be,
Although Zoe Saldana's big, but she's not household name
No,
big.
no.
My parents wouldn't know who Zoe.
No.
They'd recognise her, but
Yeah.
actually they wouldn't.
She's very good in Lioness.
Mm.
Baby's not happy.
That's a baby outside.
No, that was Baby there.
That's baby there.
Yeah, in the other room.
Oh no, I've been hearing a baby outside.
Oh, maybe it's Baby.
Or maybe
outside.
I can't hear properly
Yes.
and I don't know where things are coming from. Also, spoilers.
Yes.
Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
I've had a baby. I've done my job as a woman. I must now die.
Yeah, her character is kind of. I thought she was going to have this brilliant arc across the films, and then she has a baby. In the final battle.
She becomes mates with Neytiri because women can't get along.
Yeah, obviously.
Women can't get along. They've got to be rivals, even though her husband and everyone else has welcomed Jake Sully's family into the Water Tribe. Kate Winslet is still like, I don't like this woman. Yeah.
And then so the final battle, she gets injured, has the baby. She says, I'm going to push this
with
baby
the help
out.
of Neytiri. Yeah.
And then she dies.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, is that it?
That's it. She's done her job, Jack.
But I remember 2017, 18, there was an article that said that Kate Winslet has broken the world record for an actor holding their breath underwater.
Yeah.
Like...
That was in the previous one when she talked to the whales.
I don't remember that. To be fair, Stephen Lang was saying that when he was holding his breath underwater, he learned how to hold his breath for about 4 minutes.
That's
which
crazy.
Is astronomical.
Well, Kate Winslet did like 7 or 8, didn't she?
Yeah. She used to be an ex-smoker.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Stephen Lang probably smoked. Oh, actually, I'm not sure.
Maybe. Yeah, but back in the 80s.
Bet he loved an occasional dart. I bet he fucking loved one.
Venice Beach, bicep curls with a cigarette in your mouth.
Oh, he would have loved a cigarette.
I think, what else was I going to say? So, Sigourney Weaver's character is in touch with the god of the land.
Spirit of the...
which is...
It's Pandora, is it?
No. Pandora's the planet.
The planet, Awa, who is the spirit of Pandora.
Now, throughout the film, she's kind of... Because you can link up with Awa, can't you? Through the ground. And
through the ground or through the trees,
Their ponytail
horrible
thing.
ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when Spider started... Because Spider acclimatized to Pandora's environment, he started growing one and it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. It's like this little weird thing on the back of his head.
I actually... I did retch when I saw it for the first time. It got better as it got longer, but when it was first growing and it was a little pink nub out of his skull,
that was disgusting.
Horrible.
Yes, that plot line I kind of liked. I think it was a little bit like Sigourney Weaver in the first one when they try and save her and stuff like that. But anyway, So at the end of the film, they're losing the battle. It's basically a copy and paste of the battle they have in the second one,
and sort of the first. It's like if they combined the first and the second because they went, the second one was on water, the first one was in the air. What if we have both? They literally just copied and pasted both battles in.
And they're losing the battle. Mm-hmm. So Sigourney Weaver's character decides that she's going to speak to Awa, and throughout the film, there's moments where she's almost spoken to Awa, but Awa has kind of...
She's blocked her.
Yeah, blocked
Awa's
her.
blocked her on Insta.
And then Spider comes along and goes, I'm going to help you speak to Awa. Yeah. And hand in hand, they push through this kind of storm that Awa has created.
And then Took as well, the little girl.
Yeah, and they all together because, power of unity.
Yeah.
Which, is a nice little plot, but I was a bit like, yeah. And then all of a sudden they actually see Awa and it's just like this big face.
Oh my God, I forgot about the big face.
Yes.
That was bad.
Yeah.
That was not a good decision. It was like 2001-esque. It was like Space Baby-esque.
Yeah, and it kind of turns and looks at them. But it was like a human face.
It was a human face.
Which I thought was really weird.
I forgot about the big face.
Yeah.
Because we saw this before Christmas.
Yeah, and I mean...
good memory.
I kind of... Because we looked at each other when it happened. And we were like, wow. they went for it because they genuinely like have the whole idea is that they've spoken to their god.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, all the like squid things that have come out, all of a sudden.
I did think they were cool, yeah.
They were cool, but I mean, where were they in the second one then? If they're these dangerous little animals.
Hadn't been designed yet.
Yeah. And they kind of help them win the battle, which is on the same ship as the first one. And the same guy that, got
It's
his
actually
arm.
the same ship but bigger. It's like Death Star 2. They've built another Death Star, but it's bigger.
What's
Or
the
Starkiller Base.
Yeah, Starkiller Base. That's the
Yeah.
I
It's actually 1,000 Star Destroyers.
Yeah.
Come.
No, I think it was definitely, I like the film. I think it was an enjoyable watch.
Yeah.
Too long. I will admit I did nearly have a little nap at one point.
That's fair.
Because it was so long.
Yeah.
There's definitely, it could have done with an intermission. I rewatched, I watched the, what did I watch? Kill Bill over the holidays. And that has an intermission in the new one they've released.
Yeah, the new
I
joint
think this
cut.
could have done with a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to say I watched Kill Bill again, which I did enjoy.
The whole bloody affair.
I didn't see Whole Bloody Affair. I just watched them back to back.
Ah, fair.
But yeah, I think it could have done with an intermission if it's going to be... Yeah.
If it's getting up to that long.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think my last point that I want to say is that it's incredibly impressive that this is not something that, it's not an IP, it's not a brand, it's not spawned. And things that we love, like Star Wars and Spider-Man, like Indiana Jones, at one point in time, they were these ideas that were just someone else's and they hadn't been quite co-opted or like taken on by these massive franchises yet. I do think it's special in a way, and it's quite magical still that Avatar is... There are co-writers on it, but it is this love child of this one crazy submarine driving man called Jim Cameron, who just loves it so much that he's just spending all his time and takes any delay he can to make these movies. And I do think it's nice, and it shows that cinema isn't fully dead. Because people are going to this. You were going to say the box office numbers.
Yeah, so the box office for the film is, when I last checked, it's made. So
it's made 850 million, I think.
Yeah,
is that around what I've seen?
I checked, it was 850.
On a budget of roughly 400 mil.
Yeah.
And it was shot back to back with the first one, but it's been a very long production with very long pre-production and very long post as well.
Worldwide, I don't think this is up to date because it's been like this for the last...
Is this from Box Office Mojo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says 851 million. Now, they reckon it's going to make $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
But like, for example...
You want to just move on to the mic a little more?
Sorry, darling.
Yeah, that's all right.
It has... First day it came out, it made... Oh, no, I don't want to see domestic. Yeah, it's made...
I can take a look at it as well. I had it earlier.
It made, its biggest day was it made 36 million on its opening weekend in America alone.
Sorry, 26 million on its...
36 million in America on its opening weekend.
Yes.
It made 63 million over the Christmas weekend.
Yes, so in America, Christmas Day is a massive film day.
I didn't realise that.
Mm-hmm. So when things get released on Boxing Day here, they get released on Christmas Day in America. People go to the cinema a lot on Christmas Day.
Yeah, because I didn't realise Christmas Day is different in America, isn't it? Because they have their big meal on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then Christmas Day is presents and stuff.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. But yes, as you were saying, 851 million worldwide, 242 million, in America, 609 million international. So it's a massive international hit. Yeah, its fourth highest grossing day is Christmas Day, December 25th. Otherwise, it was all opening weekend. But then Boxing Day, the 26th and the 27th, are both big as well. And it hasn't, only on New Year's Eve, and that's a day where not a lot of people are going to go to the cinema.
Yeah.
Only on New Year's Eve has it made less money than $10 million.
Wow.
It's every other day has been more than 10 million,
I think
and Christmas Eve was 10 million,
Yeah.
but that's Christmas Eve. Those are evenings and days that you're less likely to go to the cinema.
I think it shows where Hollywood is at when a film like I was listening to the Weekly Planet and their roundup of the year, and they were saying films that are making like 500 million were seen as a flop, and they said, how have we got to the point where a film that makes 500 million, £500 million is a flop?
Yes. Like, because there's so much money going into it, like Fantastic Four, First Steps, for example. I literally just got it up. So this has made, Avatar in 2 weeks has made 300 million more than Fantastic Four First Steps made in its entire run.
Yeah.
I'm going to check Thunderbolt's box office as well, because I think...
300?
I'm going to check, because I think Avatar might have beaten both of them combined.
Yeah.
Already, which is insane.
Yeah.
Like, and people will say that, like, oh, it's not culturally relevant, but no, it obviously is. There's something to be shown.
There's something about it that they love, that audiences like and want to go and see. And
Yeah.
I still remember. Do you remember seeing the first Avatar film?
Of course.
I remember distinctly because I think we went for my birthday.
I went and saw it. So I went and saw it with my dad in a different town first, because we couldn't get to either of the two cinemas in our town. They were all sold out. So on a weekend, we went and drove elsewhere to go watch it. And then we went again on your birthday.
Because I distinctly remember it was one of those kind of like formative moments in my cinema, kind of loving cinema. We'd have been, what, 12?
13, 12,
13. I distinctly remember the scene where Jake Sully first flies on the kind of...
The red one or the blue one?
The blue one.
Yep.
And he flies around the tree. And that scene, I was like, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
I mean, I never watched it again. I remember everyone had the DVD of Avatar.
People had the DVD, but then we were like, it's not as good on DVD.
Yeah, it was crap on DVD. But yeah, I think kudos to the film. I think it's kind of shown the people that doubted it that, you know, it is still viable. I don't know if it is quite the juggernaut that the previous one was.
No, and I think critically it's not as well.
No. Would you say they should do 4 and 5?
I mean, I'm not as interested now.
No.
But I would like to see, I think I would like to see him finish what his goal is. Yeah. Because then maybe we might look back on this one a little bit more differently. We might have a bit of a fonder appreciation of it in the future. I am also interested to see it from a production standpoint, because I think they will have the potential to be messier unless there's another significant time jump factored in. Yeah. I think they will both have the potential to be very strange artifacts.
Yeah.
Because of the age that has happened in the time since it's been filmed. What about you?
I'm sad that Stephen Lang won't be in it again, because his character does, as far as we're aware, die at the end of this one.
But that's a thing that I didn't like as well. The shot of him falling was left ambiguous, but it was all it was also cut really quickly. Yeah. He's like screaming, but we didn't get the full scream. It was like cut off, which made it more ambiguous as to whether he died or lived.
And we do
not.
know in this world you can fall from a great height and
still
you just
live.
hit some leaves and you know you
because Natiri does that.
Yeah.
I thought one of them was going to die.
Yeah.
As well. Interesting.
Anyway, let's get on to, because we've been recording for nearly an hour and a half, I think.
We have been doing an hour and 18 minutes.
Wow, okay.
Do you want to do the timeline?
Yeah, let's do the timeline.
Right. Do you want to do the timeline and snacks at the same time, or do them separate? Up to you. The timeline, I can do the timeline as quick as I can.
We'll do the timeline.
Just read.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read it at you as fast as I can.
So this is the timeline of the Avatar films, because, as we know, it is a messed up timeline.
This is not the in-universe timeline. This is the release chronology.
Yeah.
So basically going back from when, after the first film. So he first mentioned doing sequels in 2006.
Yeah.
When Avatar 1 was in pre-production. He said he'd wanted to do sequels and he had plans if it was a success. And we're going to go from the release of Avatar. You may just have to sit and listen.
I will sit and listen.
I
Listeners at home, sit and listen.
That's all right. You can ask questions as well if you would like. But I think, as far as I can tell or see from places, this is going to be one of the most comprehensive timelines of the delays that is up to date. Collider has one, but it was only up to like Avatar 2, and it was before.
This has had more work
delays.
put in than my dissertation at university.
This is 3.5 pages long, and it's as brief as I can make it. Okay, December 16th, 2009, Avatar came out on a budget of $237 million. It made over 10 times its money, as it grossed $2.743 billion worldwide on its original release. That was before its re-release of the extended cut that it had, and before
which I
its,
went and saw in the cinema.
I bet you did.
I loved that, yeah.
and before its other re-releases. I just remember Neytiri's nipples.
Weird.
Weird.
There is blue nipples that were animated.
Yes, he
for
actually
this
got the
film.
nipples out because in the first one they had to make them sexy, so it was believable that Jake Sully could betray his
James
people.
Cameron's question
Yeah.
when they were designing the Avatar was, he went to people and go, "Would you sleep with this Avatar?"
Would you sleep with this Avatar? Would you sleep
Gross.
with this Navi?
Anyway, Jack was very upset when we went to go see this that Alex thought Bad Boys 2 was a better film and poured his drink down the sink. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yep. That was one of our friends. We went to go see it.
God, that must have been. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Following the success, James Cameron announced in 2010 that there will be 2 sequels. These productions would run back to back, being inspired by Gore Verbinski's Pirates 2 and 3. Variety reported on October 17th, 2010, for Fox, it provides 2 cornerstone tentpoles that are expected to hit theatres in December 2014 and December 2015, respectively. Cameron mentions a 3rd sequel for the first time in 2012 and officially confirms it in 2013, so Avatar 4. The release dates are then pushed back from 2014 and 2015 to December 2016, 2017 and 2018 for the 3 sequels. Production on the films is meant to start in 2014. That is from Deadline. April 2014, Jim Cameron does a Reddit AMA and says he has 6 weeks left to write the script and that all 3 films would be in production simultaneously in that year. January 14th, 2015, Cameron announces to the Associated Press that the sequels have had all of their releases pushed back by a year, starting in December 2017. They weren't just sitting around, they had been working on a pre-production pipeline designing the environments and creatures. Not only was production meant to have started by this point, the first sequel was meant to be in cinemas by the time this announcement came. Cameron defended himself by saying, "We're not coming out of the block fast to capitalise on the last film." That's from Variety. A year later, in January 2016, The Wrap reported that Avatar 2 would not meet its December 2017 release date, but don't worry, filming is going to start in New Zealand in April 2016. It's April 2016. Filming has not started, but James Cameron goes on stage at CinemaCon and announces that there will be a 4th Avatar sequel and also pushes back the release date for Avatar 2 to 2019 and Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, to 2020. March 2017, preliminary shooting is slated to start on 15th of August in Manhattan Beach in California, not New Zealand. James Cameron says he wouldn't wish writing on a dog because he's been writing for 4 years. They're just about to finish writing now, whereas originally he said he had 6 weeks left. This is, I believe, a year and a half later after that. April 2017, you thought the dates were set. You thought wrong. Variety reports that 2 and 3 have been pushed back respectively to 2020 and 2021. Avatar 4 and 5 will be in December 2024 and 2025. June 2017, producer John Landau shares that the scripts for all 4 films have been written. They're complete. Whoops, filming only sort of starts in August. It actually starts on September 25th in 2017. They begin performance capture in Venice Beach. In November 2017, when asked by Vanity Fair about the delays in getting the sequels made, Cameron says, "I wouldn't call them delays. It was highly optimistic that we could start quickly until scripts are written. If there's no scripts, there's nothing, right? The scripts took 4 years. You can call that a delay, but it's not really a delay because from the time we pushed the button to really go make the movies until now, we're clicking along perfectly. We're doing very well because of all the time that we had to develop the system and the pipeline and all that. We weren't wasting time, we were putting it into the tech development and design. So when all the scripts were approved, everything was designed. Every character, every creature, every setting. In a funny way, it was to the benefit of the film because the design team had more time to work. In the same interview, Cameron states, "Let's face it, if Avatar 2 and 3 don't make enough money, there's not going to be a 4 and 5. At this time as well, there is speculation of the 20th Century Fox sale to Disney. This is going around, and Jim Cameron says, if they sold to Disney, that wouldn't be bad, because Disney actually at this point in time has a bigger investment in Avatar than Fox does in terms of spent money, because of the theme park rides and development that was going on at the time. Then, in November 23rd, underwater performance capture began. Testing, not filming, just testing with the main cast. That's from a massive Vanity Fair article. We're getting there. Disney's acquisition of Fox is announced on the 14th of December 2017 for $52 billion.
Back then, wow.
Yeah. November 14th, 2018, performance capture for the principal cast for Avatar 2 and 3 wraps after 14 months of filming, including Kate Winslet doing her 7-minute breath hold as well. February 2019, it's not over, it never is. Live action filming begins in New Zealand and is set to last 5 months. Filming actually lasts until November 29th, 2019. I believe that is 8 months, maybe 9. And they're going back for more in 2020. During all this, in March 2019, Disney completes its acquisition of Fox, which has gone up to $71.3 billion after a bidding war with Universal. Then, May 2019, Disney owns Fox and shifts the release dates of all Avatar films to allow for a trilogy of untitled Star Wars films. Avatar 2 will now be out in 2021, 3 will be 2023, 4 will be 2025, and 5 is going to be in 2027. The Star Wars trilogy that this was all shifted for did not happen. In
Was
March,
that the Ryan Johnson trilogy?
it was. I don't even know if it was the Ryan Johnson or if it was the Game of Thrones guys one.
Oh,
I didn't check.
how that crumbled and crashed like
How
that.
it did crumble and
Yes.
crash. All right, we're near the end stretch. March 17th, 2020. What do you think this is going to be?
The COVID.
It is the COVID-19 pandemic delays
Yes.
all live-action filming on Avatar in New Zealand, but virtual production is continuing in LA and VFX continued at Weta Digital in New Zealand. That's from the New Zealand Herald. May 2020, protocols are put in place by the New Zealand government and live-action filming can resume in the country. Filming begins again in June of 2020 after James Cameron and the crew have to undertake a 2-week government-supervised quarantine in a hotel.
God.
July 2020, we're in the midst of the pandemic and all Avatar films have had their release date pushed back by another year, so they're pushed back again. September 2020, live action filming is completed in New Zealand. The Way of Water is complete, but Fire and Ash still needs to shoot some live action scenes elsewhere. It is estimated to be 95% complete. Filming is wrapped for Fire and Ash in December 2020. Avatar 2 is finally released in December 2022, and despite nerds on the internet saying the first film made no cultural impact, this sequel goes on to make $2.320 billion worldwide, becoming the second highest grossing film of all time.
Was it second or third?
Third highest grossing. And we think it was all over after the release of The Way of Water, as Fire and Ash is slated to come out in 2024, but because of the 2023 Writers Guild of America strike, Avatar Fire and Ash has its release pushed back to 2025. And that's why we didn't talk about it last year. We're talking about it this year.
Oh, because it was 3 years, wasn't it, that between them?
Yeah, it was 3 years.
I thought it was 2 years.
No, it was meant to be 2.
Wow.
It's been shifted. Extensive. My voice hurts.
Yeah. I do wonder. hearing that and them talking about, to make room for the Star Wars trilogy, stuff like that.
Yes.
Do you think part of it was to do with the Marvel kind of domination and Star Wars
think
and
so,
stuff like
yeah.
that maybe they pushed it a bit? And,
Definitely that they didn't want to get stuck with their own competition.
Yeah.
Because then they'd just be taking money from themselves, Disney.
Yeah.
I must also say, I don't know if I made it clear, when Jim Cameron announced the original 3 sequels
Yeah.
and then 4,
Yeah.
they were all meant to be shot back to back.
Wow.
He only shot 2 and 3. Because this is why we said before, we thought they shot all of them.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to do a deep dive and be like,
Because they've
and
shot
figure
part
it
of
out.
4, haven't they?
They've shot part of 4. It's now on a filming hiatus, I've seen.
Why?
I don't know.
Clearly, there's not confidence in the.
I'm not sure, but yeah, Jackson Champion is listed as being in Avatar 4, but it's on a filming hiatus. Who's Spider, who's no longer a teenager
No.
as well. He's now an adult. It's a Stranger Things problem.
2017 to 2020 is the filming.
Yeah.
Wow.
For that whole time. And the writing process, from the announcement to the release of Way of Water, was 12 years. It was 15 years for Fire and Ash.
Because I remember hearing about apparently they were kind of writing the story in a writing room, which is what you normally do for a series.
Yeah, he has I think 5 or 6 are on the story credits, and then I think 4 are listed as writers for the screenplay.
Because you can only have a certain amount for GEA or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Guild of
Writing.
America.
Yeah. Wow. I little applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think that could be. You could write a book on that.
I might post that as a separate video as well.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Okay, it was a lot of research.
Yeah. That's got to be a separate release. That clip.
Okay, yeah. I thank you for listening to it.
That was very yeah.
Well, I thought you'd appreciate.
No, I did.
Because of how fucking confused we were.
Well, because like going in, you think, oh, well, he said he's filmed part of this, and then he's done a bit of that, then he's done this, and then he's done that. But yeah.
So how long, given the delays of the second 2,
yeah,
or of all of them, like they're saying they're doing the creature design and the pipeline and everything, and I know lots of work needs to be done in composition and rendering and stuff.
He's been in production in them for 20 years because they started in 2006.
2006, yeah.
2005, 2006.
Yeah. Because he said in 2006, if Avatar is successful, I'd like to do 2 sequels.
For me, though, what I would love to see is James Cameron bring out a few different films now, though. I'd love to see him do something different.
Imagine him doing a Terminator 1 again. Going back and doing a Terminator.
I would love that.
Do you think he could physically do it? Because he can't control the set as much. Because he can control every aspect of this digital world.
Well, I think he said before that he kind of... part of it is, say, like, when they're filming, if he wanted to move a light... When they're doing that digitally, it takes ages, whereas he could just go and move the light. Whereas if he... but then... Contrastly to that, if they wanted to wait for a sunset, doing that on Avatar, they can just go boom, do it in 30 seconds.
And you've got no restrictions,
yeah. But what I'd love to see is, I would love to see someone go, okay, James Cameron, you've got, he's probably got, I'm going to say like, you've got 5 million to make a film. Your task is, I want you to write something, just make a film for 5 million. Like, go and do anything. Now, that's just petty cash for James Cameron.
Can he even cast a film for 5 million?
Well, yeah, because Sam Worthington isn't exactly asking for much.
I think they would have had quite a bit on these sequels. But
think
of how huge this cast is as well.
But also, you could imagine he could get the old gang back together. He could get Stephen Lang in something. He could get, Sam Worthington.
Oh, he chucked some money at Michael Bean?
Yeah.
Get the Bean in.
Good.
Bean time.
So good in The Abyss.
Yeah.
And Tombstone. I can be your Huckleberry.
I need to see Tombstone.
Oh, it's good. It's very good. I'd love to see him go back to basics and be like, I'm going to restrain what I can do. I've done literally carte blanche on the last couple of films. I'm going to do anything now.
Yeah, but maybe he doesn't want to because this is his passion project.
Yeah,
and he already has full creative control on this. Pretty
Fuck the
much.
passion project. You can have creative control on the 5 million. Anyway, snackety snacks. Snackety snacks. Are they crunchy? Are they not? If you eat them, do you annoy people next to you? I don't know. We're going to cut this bit out.
Rapple,
'Cause
rapple.
I came up with a different jingle. I couldn't remember what it was. Snacky snacks. Snackety snacks. Are they loud if you crunch? No, I can't do it. Oh gosh, it's gone.
We won't cut this out. I'm going to say I've got to do this quite quick, if that's okay. I've got like 15 minutes.
That is okay. We will get this done quick.
Magical.
So, Cameron decided he wanted to do. We're just going to do. I bought several, but we're going to do 3.
Okay. We can do more if we need. I've got other commitments. Christmas hasn't finished for me yet. Oh, are they what I think I am? Are those rainbow drops?
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, you're joking. And what looks like 2 nitros capsules.
So what we're going to do? We're going to start with. Cameron said he wanted to do the healthy ones.
I was gonna bring these next time.
So I went and got some apricots because I looked at the dried mango. Now I was going to get the dried mango, but the dried mango was £5 in Tesco's.
Oh no!
So I
thank
got
you.
the Whitworth's amazing apricots. So take them to the cinema. Are they noisy?
They've got a bit of noise.
You can.
but
I'll tell you what. Turn the light off so we can see if we can actually get them opened. So it's a bit dark.
Atmospheric.
Someone's going to be looking in through the window going, what the fuck are they doing?
What are they doing in there?
Imagine if Lauren came in now. What are you two doing?
Just sitting in the dark,
So,
eating our nuts.
you can get... God.
Oh my.
There you go. Right.
Thank you. I didn't even see you lean over with them.
So I'm going to have a little nibble.
Oh, they're squidgy. I can hear some chewing. Let me go for it. I'll let you chew and then you can vamp and I'll chew.
I mean, I always remember having dried apricots at my grand's, and they're fine.
That's not as good as dried mango, I will
No.
say that. That's okay.
So
It's a bit flavourless.
yeah, I mean, I quite like dried apricots, but I mean they're probably full of sugar. But
Oh, they are, definitely. It's healthy in sort of name only.
yeah, it's one of those. They're basically like sweets when you actually get down to the sugar content, because you're having basically, say you eat the whole pack, that's the same as having like 24 apricots.
You just get a little bit of nutrition from them as well.
Plenty of fibre, which would make you shit. Now I've got, because we turn the lights off, I can't. So now we've got amazing almonds.
Okay.
So, because I know you're allergic to the old peanuts.
I'm not fully allergic, but I can't do a peanut. I dislike them.
Do you?
Yeah.
So that
I've got better than I used to be sort of allergic to them, but not really anymore. Now they are crunchy in almond, but are they more crunchy than a popcorn?
nowhere near more crunchy than a popcorn.
Oh, Jack just did a little fart, or he got a text.
I got a text.
Oh.
It's all good.
Now I love almonds. I will still bring at some point. I was going to save it for next time because I knew that we were going to record quite a bit and that I had a commitment to get to as well. I will bring ones for next time. I will bring my brand of almonds and some mango.
Your own brand of almonds?
I get the grape tree. I buy bulk.
To be fair, they're fine. I'll turn the light on for the rainbow drops that we're going to do next. Oh my God, that's bright. I think it's slightly different doing it in this room because there's less. We're closer to each other here.
These almonds are okay.
The almond connoisseur, Cameron.
I think my almonds are a little bit better.
Sounds very weird when you're talking about your almonds.
My almonds, they say they're amazing, and that you're going to feel strong because they're high in calcium. That's really funny. Feel strong.
It's like, it's obviously because that's what they say in almond milk, don't they?
Yeah.
High in calcium.
High in calcium.
Also high in fat.
They are very high in fat, but good fat. Are we okay? What was that?
Someone walking the dog outside.
Oh.
Imagine if someone's outside listening live. Our first live podcast.
That would be strange. I'm surprised we've never seen anyone walk by and look at them.
No.
These aren't... My almonds are California Supreme
The way that
almonds,
you're talking about your
and
almonds.
they're really good.
My 12-year-old brain can't cope My almonds.
My
Now,
almonds.
I love a rainbow drop.
I love rainbow drops.
I remember a friend of ours from school.
Hmm. You can say the name. We'll bleep that out.
I say friend. Acquaintance. He had a birthday party and the goodie bag at the end. Do you remember when you used to get goodie bags?
I remember.
Oh,
I bet people can't afford them in this economy.
Oh God, no. Goodie bag now, that'd be like 14 quid per person.
Yeah, paying for other kids to eat sweets. Jesus.
Christ, no. It's going to
Remember
be...
I was thinking about penny sweets. We talked about these last time.
Yeah.
And it's probably because they were just fucking run off from other things being made in the factory.
Now these, they're not too noisy. The only problem with these is they're designed for small hands because the packet itself is very thin. My hand doesn't get in.
Jack's hand does not get in. I think they're a pourer.
Yeah, they are a pourer.
They are a pourer. Oh, go on. Have a load.
Now, I remember someone telling me these were made out of cardboard.
Whoever said that, they're probably right, but I also don't care.
They taste like nothing, but also absolute gold.
That's exactly right. I think you're spot on. They're sugary nothing.
They're literally puffs of nothing.
They're puffs of nothing. Sugar puffs, if you will. Other brands are available.
To be fair, if you're looking at when I was back in the day when I was really into my fitness, which, you know, I hope to get into again, rainbow drops were something I'd have as like a little treat because you can get the small packets and they were like 100 calories. And in the evening after dinner, if you had 100 calories, kind of not that, you know, and
just like 100 sweet treats.
Yeah.
100 sweet treats. 100. Oh, give us another load, mate.
Go on, sorry, darling.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they are banging.
Why would I even try and bring apricots or almonds into this house?
When you've got rainbow drops.
These are fantastic.
Absolute E numbers for days.
Oh, I can't
with capital
wait.
E.
Someone else that we know who couldn't handle his email numbers and wasn't allowed blue Smarties. Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't think he's allowed other stuff these days.
No, he's not allowed anything.
I saw him in a gym locally to here about probably 6 years ago now in the gym doing box jumps in a full like suit. He had a shirt on, trousers, and like office shoes.
Why?
He was doing box jumps.
You think he'd just come from work?
Don't know. He had like an Under Armour like mid-layer jacket on over the top, but he was doing box jumps in like office shoes. I mean, fair play for the grind. Man's got to do what he's got to do. But if I'd forgotten my kit, I'd just be like, I'm just gonna, I'll just skip it for the day.
And of all the things that you don't necessarily need to go to the gym for, a box jump is not one of them.
No.
You could go home and box jump in your office shoes there.
God. Yeah, interesting chap.
He's a funny boy.
Yeah. See him around every now and then.
I try not to.
Unless
now, he's a big fan.
Unless you're a big fan, then you won't know who you are. Now, I was trying to look up for kind of inspiration foods that people eat in cinemas around the world. Now, I saw that I believe it's Norway, they have, they often have licorice. Now, I was going to get licorice.
They do love licorice.
But I didn't know if you liked licorice.
It's all right.
I thought that I would go for the English version and I would get us a sherbet fountain.
God, you're keeping Swizzles and Barretts in bloody trade at the moment,
so
aren't you?
Here you go. I've got us one each because they were the grand total of 40p.
I will not lie. I thought these were like weird turbo vapes that you got from a corner shop when I saw them.
Here you go. We're going to vape in the cinema.
I thought you were going to say like, this is the modern day sweet or E-number is a vape.
Hey, it cuts down the calories, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, this thing is full of sugar.
And what do I just twist open?
Yeah, twist open. It does look like, oh God, it does look like a vape. It does
look like a vape, doesn't it?
Yeah. God, that's awful. Oh, give it.
What did you do? I don't have nails.
Nails, you just need grip strength.
I don't have it, Dad.
Don't worry. I had the flu over the holidays and I couldn't open a bottle of cough medicine.
It's this thing.
Yeah.
This is barbaric.
Yeah, this is mental.
I can't take this home. What would my almonds think?
You cheated on me with it.
You cheated on me.
Oh my God.
That's just dumb. So what it is it's a stick of licorice in a tube of powdered sugar that you then dip in over and over and
with your
lick
own
off.
with your own saliva.
Mm.
Oh God.
Yeah, like sherbet sugar.
I got a dip dab just in case you didn't like licorice.
What was a dip dab again? We'll just try them. This isn't good for our fitness. Next one, when we
Next
do the
one,
year,
we're gonna-
when we review 2025,
Yeah.
and we can talk more about our anticipated films.
We're going to have apples and oranges.
We will.
We'll have still water from a can.
I took them out my bag. Don't you dare buy anything else for the next one. I will be bringing my healthy sweets. Look at me now when I say
I won't buy anything, Daddy.
Don't buy anything.
I only got the one just in case.
Okay.
But that's a dip dab. It's a lollipop with the same.
I remember it.
In a bag.
Yeah.
Now, this sweet, the sherbet fountain, is old school.
The sherbet fountain is old school.
This is like 1960s.
I can hear Glenn Miller Band playing whilst eating it. You know, the In the Mood. Oh, he's had too much sherbet.
Oh, God.
I thought he was grooving to the Glenn Miller Band, but he's
No.
actually just over sherbeted himself. I tell you what, I actually might have preferred a vape.
Probably been better for us.
I think so.
That was sarcasm, by the way. No letters.
Yeah. Sorry, girlfriend.
Yeah.
She hates vapes. Her mum's even worse. Her mum's like, I despise vapes. I'll kill anyone who vapes.
Oh, God. This is going in the bin.
I don't hate the sherbet, in all honesty. This is quite good. I will say, out of everything you've bought...
I can feel my teeth rotting. I did buy one more thing.
You joking? Not the dib dab. Something else in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Make it quick. But once again, you have treated us, and I must thank you so much. Is that Takis again?
Not Takis.
What's it?
Yep. What's it?
What's its crunchy?
Flaming what's it?
Oh, God. The idea of a... Oh! They're not the shape I was expecting. Now, I would say this is a bad bag. This is a noisy bag. Oh, he's writhing. He's writhing. Are they flaming? They're really hot.
After the fucking sherbet. Jesus Christ.
Let's have one. Not straight away. I feel like it's going to hit me.
I feel like the baby's going to wake up next door from the flames of that.
It does creep. And it doesn't stop creeping.
No, give us a few more.
Yeah, that is it doesn't slow down. It just carries on. It's tingly.
Like a night out with Ringo Starr.
Oh, it keeps going. It's because you shoved 5 in at once. No wonder it was hot. Okay.
I think I'll go with the rainbow drops.
I was going to say, the best thing you've bought, as much as I want to back the almonds and the apricot, is the rainbow drops. God, these do get hot, don't they? Bloody hell. They are nice,
I hope
though.
you're not seeing your girlfriend later. You'll be like
No,
breathing
I'm not.
flame.
I'll be seeing her tomorrow, but I think I'll still have stinky breath. Hello, darling.
Anyway, on that note, with a mouthful of crisps,
Yeah.
it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much for listening. Follow us on Instagram at The Celluloid Cellar. Send us an email at thecelluloidcellarpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow us on Letterboxd. Maybe one of us will update it. I'll take the password. I'll look at it now as well. Don't you worry.
I'll start doing some stuff. We'll
No, it's right. You've been uploading on Insta over Christmas. My dad was like, "Oh, I replied to your server," and I was like, "What the fuck are you on about?"
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
He was like, "Love Actually is the best Christmas film," and I was like, "Why are you telling me this?" And he was like, "You're not proud I did your survey?" I was like, "I don't know what you mean." I didn't look at it.
Someone said Eyes Wide Shut for a Christmas film. Carnage.
That was going to be JJ, 100%.
Anyway, we look forward to 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing this beautiful sound to your ears.
Absolutely, crunching and munchings.
I'm licking my fingers currently.
Yeah. Happy New Year. We'll see you all shortly.
See you soon.
Next time for our best films and worst films of 2025. Ooh.
Bye.
Bye.